Hello everyone. It's always tragic when somebody that you look up to or has influenced you has died. It's a really depressing moment. One person that has influenced me that had tragically died at a young age was none other than the late great Mitch Hedberg. Not only was I influenced by him, but countless others have been influenced by him, with some of them that I know. From the people who have met him or known him, he was not only a really funny comedian, he was also a really nice guy. Mitch was a comedian that was revered by many, and despite that, he suffered from drug addiction and stage fright. All was not well for him, which makes you look at entertainers in a different way. It also makes you want to better yourself so that you don't end up like them. Sorry about the depressing beginning to this video. I just wanted to get that out of there because I think it's important to think about, but I digress. This video is about Mitch Hedberg and why he is one of the greatest comedians of all time. Before we get into that though, I would like to go into Mitch's backstory first and other important stuff about him. Mitch Hedberg was born on February 24th, 1968, in St. Paul, Minnesota, U.S., and he died on March 29th, 2004, in Livingston, New Jersey, U.S., at the age of 37 from a speedball overdose. Excuse me there. His full name is Mitchell Lee Hedberg. He attended Harding High School in St. Paul. He has said that he had no interest in school and he barely graduated. Mitch began his stand-up career in Florida, and after a period of honing his skills, he moved to Seattle and began to tour. He soon appeared on MTV's Kamikaze, followed by a 1996 appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman that brought him his big break. He won the 1997 Grand Prize at the Seattle Comedy Competition. He recorded 3 comedy CDs, Strategic Grill Locations, Mitchell Together, and Do You Believe in Gosh? The last release posthumously. He also appeared at the Montreal Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in 1998, 2001, and 2004. Concurrent with his rising fame in the entertainment industry, Mitch appeared on Letterman 9 more times, signed a $500,000 deal with Fox for a television sitcom, and was dubbed the next Seinfeld by Time magazine. George Carlin, Dave Chappelle, Mike Birbiglia, and Louis Black were among his comedian fans. Sorry about that. Getting into Mitch's style of comedy, Mitch's comedy featured short, sometimes one-liner jokes mixed with absurd elements and non-sequiturs. The styles of comedy he did were observational humor, surreal humor, wordplay, non-sequiturs, one-liners, and deadpan. Topics that he would cover in his act include recreational drug use, everyday life, American culture, self-deprecation, drinking culture, and food. He developed a cult following due to his comedy and on-stage persona, with audience members sometimes shouting out his punchlines to his jokes before he could finish them. Mitch suffered from terrible stage fright throughout his career. He often performed in sunglasses, with his head down and his hair in his face or his eyes closed, and sometimes stood up stage or with his back to the audience, constantly moving in place is what I meant. Sorry about that. At times, he nervously shook his microphone unconsciously. Despite his stage fright, he continued a career in comedy. Mitch often had trouble trying to get audiences to laugh at his jokes, but even though some people didn't get his jokes, there were other people that did, and these people really loved his comedy style. They loved his comedy so much that he developed a cult following due to them, much like I said before. Mitch's 1999 half-hour Comedy Central special is one of the greatest televised comedy specials to ever appear on TV, and it's very inspirational as well. The reason for it being inspirational is because Mitch really struggled getting an audience to laugh at his jokes. If you watch the unedited 47-minute version of it, the edited version kind of makes it look like he didn't struggle. So there's that fact. Despite this, he continued on to tell his jokes, even though it looked like he was about to give up. Eventually, towards the end of the set, the audience started to get into his jokes, but it was a lot of hard work mentally and emotionally to get there for him to do that, which is highly respectable and inspirational. I have Mitch in my best 3 one-liner comics list, which have Stephen Wright and Emo Phillips in it as well. With the other 2 I've done videos on already. Well, I'm going to end this video right now, and before I go, if you like this video and want more like it, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. I'm Von Wesley, and have a good day.